Hello and welcome to this episode of the Electronic Cafe, where we're celebrating albums that are 40 years old, and in this particular one we are looking at The Story of a Young Heart by the rather fabulous A Flock of Seagulls, the third album, the studio album they brought out, released in August of that year. It was their last album until 2018's Ascension to feature the original lineup of the band, because Paul Reynolds left, the guitarist, shortly after the album's release.
When you mention A Flock of Seagulls, sadly people just think of the image, the haircut, but there was so much more to A Flock of Seagulls. They were a great band with some great songs. With The Story of a Young Heart, the band's sound had developed slightly, and it played less on the signature sound of Paul Reynolds' guitar with the washes of reverb and delay.
There were 3 singles released off the album: The More You Live, The More You Love, Never Again, and Remember David.
This was their third album in as many years, and the cracks were beginning to show. But I think this album is overlooked, and it contains some great songs, not just the singles Never Again, The Dancer, The More You Live, The More You Love, and my particular favourite Remember David, but also the title track The Story of a Young Heart. Also, the album was engineered by Steve Lipson, who, as you know, has worked with Trevor Horn, Simple Minds, Propaganda, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Pet Shop Boys, and Act with Claudia Brooken and Thomas Lear.
Mike Score recorded the album, The Story of a Young Heart, saying there was he felt there's some really good stuff on it, and I don't disagree. That they weren't hits. There was the stuff was a bit deeper. You know, if you go from Suicide Day after doing Space Age Love Song, then you're on a darker track. I think it showed where he feels they could have gone if the band hadn't gone sort of a bit awry. He feels they could have become deep and meaningful, a kind of 80s Pink Floyd. We never found out, unfortunately, but sadly. But you know, they still made great albums despite that, regardless of where Mike thought he could have gone.
Nonetheless, the album fared pretty poorly, especially in the USA, which must have been a huge disappointment to the band given the amount of touring they did there. But for me, I'm really fond of this album. I bought it when it was released and I played it to bits. Check it out for yourself, 40 years on, reappraise it and tell us what you think.
The Story of a Young Heart is an album worth checking out. It's a tinge darker than the previous album, but I really like it. Definitely one worth checking out and worth celebrating. Story of a Young Heart by the brilliant Flock of Seagulls.
Don't put your heart in mortal danger.